expressions, that just means it looks just like this, just like an equation or a formula. So we're going to take these and turn it into an equation or formula. So start with number 1. What does difference mean? Subtraction. So let's go ahead and draw a subtraction sign and mark out the difference. So again, difference means subtracting, so that's what we're going to do. And what are we subtracting? Well, the first thing says the product of 4 and a number squared. I'll give y'all time. Do the walk of shame. Alright, so the product of 4 and a number squared. Product means what? Multiplying something. And we are multiplying 4, which we know what that looks like, of course. But then it says 4 and a number squared. How do we write a number squared? Good. You can use any variable. So what's y'all's favorite letter? Okay. So we'll use 4x what? Squared. Very good. So we've done that part. The product of 4 and a number squared. And 6. So where does the 6 go? Good. And let's read it back. The difference between the product of 4 and a number squared and 6. Easy? Okay. Let's do 2 together. Then you're going to do 3 and 4 on your own. So number 2 says 2 more. That means what? Plus 2. Very good. We can go ahead and write that down. 2 more than 4 times the cube of a number. Alright, we can write 4 times. But how do we write the cube of a number?
X to the 3.
That would be a number cubed. What's the cube of a number? How do we write that? Let's talk about squares first. Tell me how to write a number squared.
X squared.
Tell me how to write the square of a number. Very good. Tell me how to write a number cubed. Cube of a number? Very good. Cube root. Same thing. Okay? Does that make sense? See the difference? So when it says 4 times the cube of a number, that's going to look like this. So let's read it back. 2 more. And does it matter if the plus 2 comes, like if it's 2 plus this? Does it matter? Yes? No? Why wouldn't it matter? Good. If I did 3 plus 2, would that be the same as 2 plus 3? Same thing. Okay? So it doesn't matter what order. When would it matter what order? Alright, there's 4 operations. There's add, subtract, multiply, divide, right? When does order matter? Subtraction and division. When does it not matter? And adding. Everybody understand? Okay. Do 2, 3, and 4 on your own, and here's what I'll do. Never mind. I'll tell you in a minute. Go ahead and do 3 and 4 on your own. Let me know if you have questions. I need some help. Okay, who wants to share what they got for number 3? Anybody? you guys. Alright, William. I already picked on you today, sorry. Madison, what'd you get for number 3?
3 times.
Alright, how do you want me to write that?
Parentheses.
Alright.
X minus 8.
Raise your hand if you agree. Anybody have anything different? Disagree? Good. Okay, because it's 3 times the entire difference, so that's why we need parentheses, right? If I wrote it like this, 3x minus 8, would that be correct?
No.
Why?
Because you'd have to multiply 3 times negative 8 too.
Because read this out to me. Didn't this just say 3 times a number instead of 3 times the entire difference? Everybody see the difference? LOL. Alright, who wants to share number 4? Anybody? Alright, Julia, what'd you get? You haven't done it yet? Okay. Sorry. Taryn. Oh gosh. Say it a little bit louder. Alright. 3 cubed of a number? Okay, so 3 cubed of a number. What else? Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Like this. Okay, go ahead. Divided by 4. Okay, raise your hand if you got this. Okay. Who got something different? Alright, share what you got. What's different about yours?
I put x to the third over 4 minus 15.
Alright, now let's talk about which one's correct. Alright, read this one to me. What is this?
3.
The cube of a number, right? What is this one?
A number cubed.
Alright, so which one do we need to use? Good. So these are almost alike. This one is just a number cubed. This is the cube of a number. Everybody see the difference? This is correct. Alright, did anybody put 15 minus x cubed over 4? Good. Anytime it says 15 less, you're subtracting 15 from it. Who had something different than this setup? And I know some of y'all did because I saw it. Don't be shy. Go ahead.
I put in parentheses x cubed and then divided by 4 and then minus 15.
Who had that? Some of y'all are lying. I saw y'all. It's fine. You can use that one too. Either one's fine. As long as you put it in parentheses. So either one of those will be fine on the test or quiz. Okay? Any questions about those? Everybody understands how to do it? Alright, so I'm going to say a few words. Y'all tell me what operation. So tell me if it's add and subtract, multiply, or divide. Say it out loud. Okay? Quotient. Product. More than. Good. Less than. Good. I think that was it. Product. Did I already say that one? Okay. Any questions about those? Alright, now let's do the opposite. So we're taking these and put them into verbal expressions. Now, not everybody will have the same answer, and on a test or a quiz, I'm not expecting you to. So as long as it makes sense, I will accept it. So, like for example, the first one, number 5, can anybody tell me a way that they would write that? Go ahead.
The difference of a number squared and 9
Is 72 or equals. Good. What would you say, Sid?
A number squared.
You can say that.
9 less than a number squared is 7.
Good. So there's a bunch of different ways to write it. Or you can start with 72. 72 is the difference between a number squared and 9. Okay? So that's what I wrote. You can write down whatever floats your boat as long as it makes sense. I wrote 72 is the difference of a number squared and 9. Alright, we're doing number 6 together. Then again, you're going to do 7 and 8 on your own. And for 7 and 8, I'll call on a bunch of different people just so we can hear a bunch of different ways. If anybody has the exact thing that I wrote down, you can get a pass, okay? Alright, so let's talk about number 6. Tell me how to start it off, anybody.
12 is
Okay, 12 is. What next? The difference. We can do that. Of.
a number cubed.
When we're talking about difference, we always need to write or talk about what comes first, because if not, we would think that this comes first. Okay, so how about the product of 5 and a number? The product of 5 and a number. So that way we can know that we're multiplying those together. And what should we put next? Alright, if we put a number cubed, so say if you were just reading this, you haven't seen this part yet. Okay, you're turning this to an expression. If I wrote 2 is the difference of the product of 5 and a number cubed, would you write both of those as the same letter? Probably not, right? If I said the product of 5 and a number cubed, you'd probably use 5x and maybe y cubed, right? So how can we make sure that our audience knows that we want to use that same number? And the same number cubed. Good. Very good. Let me zoom out a little bit. Alright, you're working on 7 and 8. Let me know if you have a question or need some help. Anybody still working? Alright, who wants to share the answer for number 7? Alright, go ahead.
Negative 16 is 8 more than the quotient of a number and 4.
Perfect. Alright, who else? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I put 14 is 6 times the difference of a number and 2.
I think you did number 8. Do number 7.
Oh, I did do that. Okay. Negative 16 is 8 more than the quotient of a number and 4.
Very good. Who else? Go ahead.
The sum of 8 more than the quotient of a number and 4 is negative 16.
Alright, read that one more time, a little bit slower.
The sum of 8 more than the quotient of a number and 4 is negative 16.
You don't have to write the sum of 8 more. That's kind of confusing because 8 more and sum mean the same thing, right? So you could write 8 more than the quotient of a number in 4, or you could write the sum of the quotient of a number in 4 and 8. Does that make sense? Okay. Who else? Nobody's guessed what I had yet. Anybody want to try? Alright, who wants to tell me what they got for number 8? Y'all gotta open up. Good. Alright, come on, Amy.
6 times the difference of a number in 2 is 14.
That's exactly what I had. Good job. Anybody else have anything different? Alright, Connor, what do you have?
14 is the product of the difference of a number and 2, and then add 6. I kind of confused myself.
Yeah, that was a little confusing. Clean that up. Alright. Simon Sawyer. Sorry. Okay. I gotta figure out something distinguishable to tell you and your brother apart. Alright, Sawyer, go ahead. What'd you have?
6 times the difference of a number and 2 is 14.
Very good. Anybody have anything else? Cool. Does everybody understand how to do that? Everybody's good with that learning target? Alright, flip it over. So the next part is very easy, solving equations. And this is the order we're going to do it in, okay? First of all, if it's easier to eliminate the fractions, we're going to do that, which we kind of worked on yesterday, finding a common denominator. Then after we get rid of the fractions, if needed, we're going to eliminate grouping symbols. What do I mean by grouping symbols? What are grouping symbols? What now? Or brackets. Good. We want to get rid of those. Those are ugly brackets. Sorry. We are going to combine any like terms on the same side of the equation. This means on the same side of the what?
Equal sign.
Equal sign. Okay? And we already talked about what like terms are. Then we're going to get one variable, so move everything away from what we're trying to solve for, and then get it by itself. So there's 9 of these. As you can see, 6 on this page, 3 on the back. We're going to work 3 together, and then you're going to do some on your own. So I will let y'all pick what 3. 4. What else? 2 more.
3.
3. 1 more. 5. Alright, so we'll work 3, 4, and 5 together. Alright, number 3. Does it have any fractions? No. So next we need to do what? Get rid of the parentheses by doing what? Distributing what?
0.5.
Good. So I don't have a calculator up here. Y'all are going to have to help me out. What's that going to be when we distribute? 0.5c plus. Does everybody agree?
Yes.
Okay. Oops. That's supposed to be a 6. What next? Good. Here is this side of the equal sign, and notice we have some friends over here, 0.5 and 0.5c and negative c. So combining them makes what now? Thank you. Alright, what could we do from here?
Add 0.5c over than here.
What else?
Subtract 0.3 from 1.4.
Good. Does it matter which one we do first? Nope. So which one do y'all want to do?
0.5.
Alright, add the 0.5c. Do I add it to both of these?
No.
Just the like term. Very good. So what would I have on my left side?
1.1c.
Left side.
1.4.
And on here?
1.1c plus 0.3.
Alright, now we don't have an option. We have to do what? Good, because here's our c. We're trying to solve for it, so we need to move everything away, starting with that 0.3. So tell me what I'll get on the left side.
1.1
Equals.
1.1.
And now I will. Good. And that's going to give me. Very good. So an ugly problem, pretty answer. And how would I check if this was right? Good. I'm not going to ask you to do this. We're not going to plug it in every time with the notes, or even on your homework. I'm not going to expect you to do that every time. When do you absolutely need to check it every time?
If you're not sure.
Yes, that too. But on the test and quizzes. Make sure that you check your work, okay? All right, number 4. Well, any questions about that one before we move on? All right, got some fractions. It's no problem. How do we get rid of them? Common denominator. And what 3 numbers are we trying to find a common denominator for? Good. That's going to be what? Could I use 24?
Yes.
Yes, but would it be easier? No. We want to use the smallest one. So we're going to multiply that by everything. Alright, can y'all tell me what this would be multiplied by 12? Good. Again, if you can't see it, the ones cancel out, right? So 12 divided by 2 is going to be 6z. Alright, what about this one? Plus 3. Y'all stop me if y'all have a question or don't understand something. Alright, this one, 12 divided by 3 right here. 4z. Alright, this one has a 5 on top. So what do we do first with my shortcut? Y'all remember?
Multiply.
You could do that. You could do 5 times 12 then divide it by 4. But you could also do 12 divided by 4, which is 3 times that numerator. 15. So I'm going to say that again. There's a 1 on bottom here. So you do 12 divided by 4, which is 3. And then multiply it by that top, which makes 15. Everybody good with that? Alright, what do y'all want to do?
Subtract 4.
Subtract 4z. Tell me what I get on my left side.
2z plus 3
Equals. And now subtract 3. 2z equals. So z equals. Good. Question. Sorry, let me move it down some. Does it bother y'all if I just put the 2 underneath like the middle instead of like this? Hold on. Or would y'all rather me do it this way? It doesn't matter. Everybody's good with me putting in the middle? Yes.
But even if it was equal to something, like you had the fractions and equal to a number, would you multiply that number by?
Yes. So like if you had, Sid's talking about if I had 1/2 z plus 2 equals 1/4. The common denominator would be 4, right? I would have to multiply everything by 4, including that 2. So that would become 8. Yes. Is that what you're talking about? You can, but if they give you fractions in the original, I want your answer to be a fraction, okay? But this one comes out to be a whole number, so it wouldn't hurt you to turn these into decimals. It might for other problems. Does that make sense? Okay. Any questions? Okay. Next one's number 5. So I'm going to let y'all help me out with this one. So when I call your name, if you'll just tell me the first step that I need to do, okay? Caleb, tell me first step.
Distribute
Distribute what?
the 5.
All right. And tell me what that's going to give us, Caleb.
Negative 10x minus 20.
All right. You can stop there. What next, Nikki?
Distribute negative 3 to 4x and negative positive 5.
Good. And that's going to give us
Negative 12x and negative 15.
thank you. All right. What next, Abigail?
Combine like terms.
All right. So what are like terms? Which ones?
Negative 10x and negative 12x.
That's going to make.
Negative 22x.
All right. Stop there. Thank you. And then Hope, what am I going to do now?
Combine the negative 20
And that's going to make.
negative 35.
Very good. All right, Simon. Next.
Add 35 to 97.
That's going to give us what?
132.
132. And finally, Abigail.
Divide 132 by negative 22.
And that's going to give us.
Negative 6.
Very good. Questions? Okay. What I want you to do is, problems 1, 2, and 6. 1, 2, and 6. When you get done, raise your hand. I'll come check them. If you get them correct, you can pack up. You won't have any homework tonight. So 1, 2, and 6 on your own.